Hi, welcome back, everybody. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys are having good luck with all your gardening and all your projects. And without further ado, let's get to today's. So, we got the gutters installed. I've never installed gutters before, but you know, after you screw up 2 or 3 times, you figure it out. So, I think we got it figured out. We got the ends. They go just past. Same on both ends. Got all the seams sealed up. They got these seam seal brackets, and it comes with some sealant. You can see it kind of squeezed out the side right there, that's silver colored. Maybe you can see the inside here. And I already dumped a cup of water in it, and it ran all the way down the end and dumped out the drain. So I finally did it correct after a few tries. And here's the brackets it comes with. These attach just like so. And they came with nails, but they're aluminum, and they just they suck. So I used screws. Plus, since I used the screws, I was able to put it all up, find out I did it wrong, take it down, put it back up, find out I did it wrong, and then finally put it back up, and that's correct now. And we have 3 seams, 4 10-foot sections here. And we did cut out the hole for the drain over here, because this is a separate piece when you buy all this stuff. It doesn't come with a hole in it and a drain. You have to buy that separate and then cut it out yourself. So I just used a big fat drill bit, and then first I traced out the hole here, and then I used a big fat drill bit to drill a whole bunch of holes for it. And then we've got our first flush kit over here. That does not include this elbow or this angle piece or this cap. So I bought this kit a few years ago, and it came with this giant T. It's a 4-inch fitting, and look how thick that is. Like, here's the regular thickness. So that's got to be a 1/4 inch thick. So that thing was built out of some thick stuff, and it comes with a ball. And the way it works is you have the 4-inch pipe here vertically, and once it rains, all the bird poo and dust and things like that come down. They go out the drain here, and they'll go into the vertical pipe. And as the vertical pipe fills up and collects all the dirt and stuff, the ball will come up to the top, and it will go into this plugging off the vertical pipe, and then the water will flow out through this T, to the T fitting out here to the water tank. So hopefully I described that. And here's a drain for the bottom of it. I'm not sure why it has a filter on it, because I mean, if you get sediment in there, you're going to want all that to come out. So we might take that out. And then, I don't know what we're going to do about this valve here. It doesn't look like it opens or closes, and it's pretty small. So I may just take that off and once it fills up and it stops raining after the rainstorm, I'll come out and dump out that tank, or that vertical pipe, open it up at the bottom so that we can get it cleared out for the next rainstorm. And over here, there's a big, huge dent right here. I did this on accident with the tractor. This was buried in the ground originally for my sump tank in the aquaponics, but then I realized, well, I don't need a sump tank that big. I know better. So in pulling it out, the bucket on the tractor pushed in the side, and I figured, oh, no big deal. I could just push it out. But this stuff is wicked thick. It's really, really thick. So, I got inside this thing and I tried to push it out, and I couldn't do it. Now, had I thought about this better, I could have rotated it and left that side in the sun and then tried it. But maybe we'll just use a heat gun. I got this ratchet strap on there because this side was pushed out, and I thought maybe if I put some tension on it, it may pop back out. So we'll leave the ratchet strap on there for a few days and see what happens. If not, we'll get the heat gun out and we'll see what we can do about it. And I did put 50 gallons of water in here, because since this is a big object, it acts like a sail in the wind. And the other day when I was out here, I noticed that it had moved a couple inches. So we moved it back in place and then threw the water in there to act as a weight. so that it doesn't move any longer. But there we go. We got the gutters. Oh, we got some wildlife news to talk about too. I won't go into too much about it. Well, a few days ago, my neighbor Brad called me and told me he's seen a puma in his backyard, or a cougar, and to, like, you know, watch my back. And the last couple of days, when I come out here in the morning, I find their tracks all over out here. So they're definitely here. They're walking around my trailer. They're walking around over by the cars. My car has some scratches on the side of it. Not like the ones you would see from the bushes that would just go along horizontally, but they're vertical. I don't know if you can see those. But I'm guessing something was jumping up and scratching on there. I don't think it was the puma though, because they're not really through the paint and it looks like little marks. So maybe a pack rat was trying to jump up or something. I don't know. But let's see if we can find some of the tracks that are still intact, and try not to mix them up with dog footprints, because my cousin was over yesterday hanging out and his dog was running all over the place. At first, she wouldn't get out of the car. She was scared. I think she smelled the cat, and she said, heck no, I'm not getting out. And finally, she did get out, and she ran all over the place. And it might be one right there. So, look at that, next to my hand. That's about half the size of my hand, a little bit bigger. So, I'm not an expert on cougars or panthers, but it may be a big one. So, we're going to get some trail cams set up. I'm not really worried about it hurting me, because it's probably more scared of me, and I've got things that can make pumas go to sleep forever, if you know what I mean. So we're not in any danger here. I'm not scared. But I hate to have to deal with it, you know. It is a wild animal. It's part of the food chain out here, and I'm sure whatever it eats is a benefit to me. So if I were to take out the cougar, then whatever its prey is going to go nuts, and then I'm going to have to deal with that. So we're going to do our best to live and let live with wildlife out here. But if that sucker tries to do anything, pew pew, if you know what I mean. If you follow me on my other channel, you know what's up. But we're going to wrap it up, you guys. So thank you guys for tuning in. If you have any questions or comments, pop those down below. And as always, keep building and try to be good to each other. Some of us aren't here for very long, and it sure does feel good to be kind instead of nasty, at least in my opinion. So God bless you all, and peace out. We got gutters.